Hello, I'm Robin Ayers, and welcome to the official Johnson After Show. We're sitting with the cast of Johnson to unpack the biggest moments of tonight's explosive episode of Johnson. If you're watching this and you haven't seen the latest episode, pause right here and hop on Brown Sugar right now to catch up. Then pick back up with us once you're ready because we are spilling the tea tonight. Hey guys, I'm Robin Ayers and welcome to the Johnson After Show. I'm sitting here with DERREX Brady and Deji LeRae. You guys, it's getting really good. How you doing today?
Doing good.
Yeah?
Doing good.
Doing great.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
I'm so happy to have you here because we're gonna dig in, okay? We've
right.
got a lot to talk about. Now, Deji, you gotta tell me about Greg. Greg is, he's looking like the teacher's pet now. Okay, so
yes.
let's talk about this new romance that you've got going on with Principal Wanda.
Yeah. Greg has a new gig as a maintenance man at the school. And I think from the moment that him and Principal Wanda saw each other, there was an attraction.
Yeah.
And he waited, right? He waited an episode or two before he
Waited
moved in.
a little bit?
Yeah, he
Okay.
waited a little while. But nah, you know, the looks, her coming to check on him as he's working, those types of things, I think just kind of gave him a hint. And yeah, so he took his shot, I think, in episode 5.
I know this this little bar around the corner. You know, if you want to take the edge off.
It's gonna be interesting.
Oh yeah,
It's gonna be interesting. The principal.
Principal, teacher's pet, principal's pet. How about that? Let's talk about Jarvis.
All right.
This is a whole new journey for Jarvis and
Yeah.
him and Lisa especially. It seems like they're kind of coming to a boiling point.
What is your problem, Lisa?
Where is the easygoing man from Yale that I fell in love with? You know, now you play the race card all the time, and that is not like you.
Playing the race card?
Yes.
I think getting my face beat in had a little something to do with my race.
Well, you know, Jarvis is in a different place than he was, you know, season 1. Season 1, Jarvis was the one that wanted to keep the peace. This season, after going through the whole situation with the police brutality and the mortgage industry with Kevin, Jarvis is like, if I have something to say, I'm gonna say it. And so that's making some relationships get closer, and it's making some relationships divide. And so when it comes to Lisa, Lisa thought Jarvis was something, but she's coming to find out he's something else, right? Who Jarvis thought Lisa was, she's turning out not to be. So now this racial divide is actually coming up. We're gonna learn some things in the episodes where they're really gonna see differences of how they see black versus mixed. So yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be interested to see what part Danny plays in this because we know she's around, we know that she is very pro-black and she's in the mix now, so we'll see where that goes as well.
You know, maybe I should go back to Memphis.
But look, all you've done is fight for me. Danny, you have a beautiful soul and a really good heart. And I'm not gonna let this little situation run you out of the city. So no, absolutely not. No.
Jarvis has never really had a woman ride for him the way Danny has. She has supported him in a way that he hasn't really experienced, so it's a different feeling for him. So they're trying to figure out what that energy is.
And it's interesting too because you have Greg who is hanging out with somebody who he works with, who's a little bit older, and then you have Jarvis who is there for somebody who used to work with him,
Right.
who's a little bit younger. And so seeing those two dynamics play out at the same time is pretty interesting to watch.
Very interesting to watch, and being that one is single and the other one is not, that's gonna be another interesting dynamic.
Yeah, okay, if you're gonna bring that up. Yeah.
That's the fact, right? And speaking of this, we have a special guest that would like to say something to you, gentlemen. So
Okay.
if you could go ahead, Deji, there is a tablet right behind you.
Yep.
Let's see who's got something to say to you.
Hi, Robin. Hi, fellas.
Hey,
Oh, Danny.
What's up, Danny?
Chloe James.
Chloe.
I'm so sorry I couldn't make it tonight, but I do have a question, and it's for you, Jarvis. Do you think that Lisa really rallies behind you and your community, and not just as a black man, but it's her man? Hashtag Team Ride or Die. Listeners want to know, boo.
What Jarvis thought she did, but she doesn't.
Why doesn't she?
You know, Lisa thinks that the fact that the police officer was black kind of takes away that there would be any type of racial bias. But a lot of times in this system, we see there are good officers, but there are also officers in the system that perpetuate the stigma that we so often see that happens to black men.
Get out of the car! I'm not getting out of the car! Just get in my car. I ain't getting out. I ain't getting out. You getting out? Get out. Get him out. I ain't getting out. I ain't getting out.
Lisa feels like if you would have just gave your license, this wouldn't even been an issue. Jarvis is like, if they would have just respected equality, it wouldn't have been an issue.
I think we do experience that in real life right now. We have two different lenses, right, in which we look at racial profiling and police brutality and so many different things like that. But this is very interesting when it comes to a man and wife, black and white. That's going to be a very interesting thing to unfold and see how that opens up in the future.
I think what's going to be really good about this episode is that it's going to really challenge people to see, like, do you look at the other lens? Or do you only live with your only perspective? And that's kind of the issue that Lisa and Jarvis are having right now. She's not willing to even really look at his side of the lens. So.
I know personally some couples who were married, different races, after 2020, you know, because things have exploded, you know, in America, you know, as over the past however many years, you know, with just kind of people picking sides. People have found their differences to be greater than what they thought, and it's definitely taken some people apart, you know, in their relationship. So this is a reflection of that.
Yeah, it's a good, interesting reflection. And so I'm looking forward to see where we go from here and how this works out with Jarvis and Lisa, and if you will continue to be the teacher's pet. So thank you for joining me on this episode. And you guys, make sure you stay tuned for the next one.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Watch all new episodes of Johnson on cable, satellite, or over the air. Find Bounce in your area by going to the URL below. That's bouncetv.com/find us.
Shine.